are live. It's the InfoWarrior with Jason Bermas. Weeknights, 9 to midnight Central. And we're going to be taking your calls all evening. 866-582-9933. You know, I think we really do need to heavily get into this special that was on last night. I've been looking for a torrent of it. If anybody taped it out there, has it on, DVR or DVD or can send us a file, we would really appreciate it. Unfortunately, Dish Network just doesn't have ABC. You can have ABC Family, but no ABC, no Fox, no local channels whatsoever. It's jackassery at its highest level, so we were not able to tape that last night. But they had a Wall Street Journal article about it, really laying out 2100, the end of civilization. I mean, what is up with all this fear-mongering? Why is it that everything's about death and destruction and Armageddon and plagues? Oh, but there'll be an upside. Yeah, okay. I'm sure there'll be an upside for me, for the simple people of the world. And, I mean, when you saw this thing right away, quarantines. I saw quarantines in my lifetime. I saw plagues, bugs going everywhere. I saw natural disasters. I mean, it's kind of off the charts. Meanwhile, the WHO still poised for level 6. I mean, that could actually be quarantines. Forget about 2100. It could be 2009, 2010. And that's scary unto itself. And who's doing good in this economy? Well, Walmart's doing great. And, I talked a little bit about Walmart yesterday. I talked about the documentary. Walmart, the high cost of low prices. Go see it on Google Video right away. Cheering success, seeking more at Walmart Annual. Walmart Stores, Inc. employees could be shouting the retailer's corporate cheer with renewed vigor at this year's annual meeting. Thousands of employees from across the globe will descend about Fayetteville, Arkansas, for the retailer's June 5th annual meeting. After years of being hounded by union-backed critic groups, politicians, and competitors, employees can revel in the fact that their employers has gotten its groove back and is gaining a market share as the worldwide economic downturn drives frugal shoppers into its stores. See, this is good for Walmart. They know they already have the lowest prices, one of the top 10 economies in the world, nation or otherwise. How crazy is that? And it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And why is that? Because we have less and less. And they're already selling cloned meat there, GMO foods. I mean, it's outlandish. And the small business has really not only been killed, but curb stomped. I mean, just mutilated and eviscerated. And for what it's worth, what's left is on its way out. I mean, there is not much left. It's basically by a string. What mom and pop shops are really out there? They're either restaurants or diners or restaurants. I mean, what else do you see out there? Occasionally you see maybe the small art shop, the niche store. You don't see an electronics store. Circuit City went bankrupt. All those little video places are completely out of business due to Netflix and Blockbuster and these other large organizations. You used to have a choice when you were renting a movie. There are no choices. It's Blockbuster or Netflix. And in this economy, you're going to see it shrink down even further. I mean, the consolidation of power is just unbelievable and right before our eyes. Right before our eyes. I mean, if you look at all of these car industries just out of here in such a short period of time, incrementally, as they crashed the economy, you saw them start to leave and go under and have problems. And then all of a sudden it was a big announcement. Oh, we need a bailout. And we gave it to them. But what happened in that bailout? Oh, it's just going to be government control anyway. And GM already openly moving to China, already sold off its Humvee to a Chinese corporation. And that's what they want. They want more slave labor around the world. They want to export any kind of industry where we build something, where we have a product, where we make something, and drive us into second world status. That's it. A bunch of service jobs. And if you're not happy with your service job, that's okay. You can join City Year and help somebody build a home or mow a lawn or with their homework, because City Year's the best. We'll be back after this. It's the InfoWarrior with Jason Bermas.
The good old folks at New Silver Solution. And the website is supernaturalsilver.com. Supernaturalsilver.com. This is something that kills bacteria, viruses, you name it, well documented. They've got it down to a super small, nano-sized particle, supernaturalsilver.com. Check them out at INFOWARS.com, supernaturalsilver.com.
My blood runs red beneath the knife. I give my soul to you.
All right, folks, we are back. The InfoWarrior with Jason Bermas. And right now I want to play this clip. If anybody saw Earth 2100, The End of Civilization, I'd really like you to call in and really talk about it, because it was one of those mockumentary. It was documentary style and, of course, not real. But we've seen time and time again them use predictive programming. What was the Simpsons movie a couple years ago?
In my life, I've seen New York.
It was about a large, disaster, a problem in Springfield, quarantining the population, and then they were going to mini-nuke them out of existence. Pretty creepy. I Am Legend. I mean, what was that all about? The end of civilization, through a virus, couldn't quarantine the population enough. I mean, creepy. Creepy stuff, gunning down people outside of the walls. Saw the same thing in the Resident Evil series. And let's hope it never gets to that. Let's hope those are just movies. But when ABC's telling you that this is less than 100 years away, and obviously this doesn't all take place, 90 years in the future. It's a gradual thing. So there you have it. I mean, total doomsday scenario, no doubt about it. And it's just unbelievable to me. I survived. Getting you ready for population reduction. And they just had this meeting, and when I say they, I'm talking Oprah, I'm talking Gates, talking Warren Buffett. And again, Gates, let's talk about Gates. Microsoft has a huge fund that goes out to African vaccinations. I had that story sometime earlier in the week, and I never covered it. I really should have. But the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is all over the world of eugenics. And now they have a new controller. Remember the great new controller for Xbox, Project Natal. Literally bringing in a biometric device into your home, into your living room, that can scan you with facial recognition and hear you with voice recognition. In fact, later on, we may play that clip as well. This is off the Times Online. What's this, 1 week old, a little over a week? Billionaire Club in bid to curb overpopulation. America's richest people meet to discuss ways of tackling a disastrous environmental, social, and industrial threat. We're the threat. Do you understand? People are the threat. Humanity is the threat. Some of America's leading billionaires have met secretly to consider how their wealth could be used to slow the growth of the world's population and speed up improvements in health and education. See, they always spin it at the end. Oh, we're going to speed up improvements in health and education. We just got to slow that population down. Well, how are you going to do that without killing people? Without literally castrating men? Sterilizing the populace? The philanthropists, philanthropists, remember, they love us. Philanthropists, they give us so much. Who attended a summit convened on the initiative of Bill Gates, the Microsoft co-founder, discussed joining forces to overcome political and religious obstacles to change. Described as a good club by one insider, it included David Rockefeller Jr., the patriarch of America's wealthiest dynasty. And remember, they make it out to be Gates as the leader of this, because Gates, he's the richest man in the world. The Rockefeller family has so much more wealth. David Rockefeller wields so much more power than Bill Gates. Warren Buffett, I think they say he's number 2. He's on here. And George Soros, the financiers. Michael Bloomberg, the mayor of New York. And the media moguls Ted Turner and Oprah Winfrey. These members, along with Gates, have given away more than $45 billion since 1996 to causes ranging from health programs in developing countries to ghetto schools nearer to home. Again, an acclimation program, a eugenics program. That's what they're a part of. It's just disgusting. And they're letting you know right out in the open. I've heard, from some of the emails I've gotten that this special draws a lot of parallels to the Operation Blackjack cartoons. Well, it wasn't really a cartoon. It was like a Photoshop cartoon. That was in the Telegraph, that 5-part series, I believe it was either 5 or 6. I think it actually may have been 6. We covered parts 5 and 6 here on the InfoWarrior. Go check it out on YouTube. It's in the archives. Unbelievable stuff. Literally coming out and saying that the government engineered the whole thing, which were terrorist attacks, quarantines, in order to create a more consolidated form of power, a new world order, if you will. showing you pictures of the Amero, then mixing that in with, Johnny Nonsense, Area 51 stuff. It was very bizarre, showing you the tents out in Denver, and this is where the makeshift government was going to have its bases. Those theories, I guess, are on the internet already. But it admittedly does have, underground facilities beneath the airport. That's there, and it does have one of the creepiest. You know what? Pull up the Denver Airport creepy horse. Just Google Denver Airport, and once you see the creepy horse, I want people to. It looks like something off the cover of Iron Maiden album. People need to see it over at prisonplanet.tv.